What they hear first, what they hear last. Two biggest moments in a trial. And we had the first one today in the Doomsday Mom case, Lori Vallow, her murder trial, opening statements today. Remember, Vallow and her husband, Chad Daybell, face first-degree murder charges for allegedly carrying out a doomsday plot, killing her two children and his ex-wife. No cameras, but that's okay. Defense attorney and author Lori Hellis inside, front row seat. She's joined by the dynamic duo, defense attorney Mark Geragos, Florida State Attorney Dave Aronberg. Good to have you both. Lori, I start with you. I like that you're giving this insight to us. What are the high points that people need to know?
Well, the prosecution did a pretty good job in opening, not a bang-up kind of a presentation, but very adequate. The defense was a little bit lackluster. It was a little unfortunate, I thought. They didn't put a lot of effort into telling their story. It was a lot of, gosh, we're really sorry that we're using the taxpayers' money. So it was a little disappointing.
One of those, we got to do what we got to do. What did you make of the defendant?
She was quite still. She spent a lot of time making notes, made a few comments to her attorneys, but for the most part was fairly still. She's in a chair that swivels, so I did notice when it looked like there was some emotional content, she was sort of swiveling her chair back and forth a bit. She did nod a couple of times when her former sister-in-law, Kay Woodcock, was talking about how close they had been when they first met. So,
any tears?
Not from Lori, no.
Even when they were talking about how her kids were dug up out of the backyard?
Nope, not even when autopsy photos came up.
What'd you make of that?
She's been pretty stoic through all of it. There were some autopsy photos that were shown, and she didn't seem to have much reaction to it. But as a defense attorney, I think you spend some time sort of working with your client and, for lack of a better word, sort of inoculating them against those kinds of reactions. And so I think she was fairly practiced. She'd seen those images before, and it wasn't a shock to her.
Well, certainly shouldn't be a shock, that's for sure. Dave, we also learned today, Lori points out, that this is the first time we ever heard that Daybell's wife, we've always been told, oh, she was sick. They say she died from asphyxiation on the prosecution side. What was your takeaway?
Yeah, this is the first time we heard about that. It actually took me to the death of Lori's brother, who they're, I'm sure, going to point at as the real perpetrator here, because he's not here to defend himself, because he died too. They thought he died of natural causes, just like they thought she died of natural causes. So that makes me think maybe there's another murder here. It also makes me wonder, at what point did they realize? I guess they had to dig up the body to realize she was asphyxiated, because there was a trail of bodies here, and it took how long for law enforcement to put it together to say, hey, maybe there's a problem here. So a lot of lost opportunities here, and at least maybe there'll be justice done for her.
Are you surprised, Counsel Geragos, that the defense hasn't come up with a more creative way to explain this, at least out of the box?
I am, unless they're laying in wait. I mean, to Dave's point here, you have to wonder who is the coroner in this place that he thinks everybody's dying naturally, and then after the fact he's rejiggering it so that he comes up with homicides or alternative explanations. I have always believed, and I think I've told you this before, Chris, that the cases are won or lost in jury selection. What you do in the opening is lay it out so that they understand where they're headed. What you do in closing is give them the arguments so whoever's with you from the beginning at least will be able to convince those who are on the fence. So when somebody's lackluster and doesn't seem to really kind of have it together, so to speak, in a coherent way in the opening, it always gives me pause. That's usually, lackluster openings are usually reserved for the prosecution.
Lori, last word to you. What was the biggest takeaway for you?
One of the most surprising things was the information that Tylee Ryan, Lori's daughter, her blood was found on tools in Chad Daybell's shed, on a shovel and a pickaxe. We hadn't heard that information before, so that was interesting.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.